In The Genius, one player is eliminated every episode, and the last remaining player is the champion. The main match decides the winner and elimination candidate for the day. The winner receives a token of life, which grants immunity from the death match. The loser chooses one player without a token of life to take part in a one-on-one death game. The player who loses the death match is eliminated. Garnets are a currency worth $1 each. The total garnets held by the champion will be the final prize. The journey and the result, the group and the individual, beautiful defeats and ugly victories. This is the Genius Game.
So I completely played Christian that entire round, but he thinks I didn't. And I knew that as long as Christian was in the death match, he would not bring me and he would win. So, I knew that I just needed to be safe, so I was cool with Christian going to the death match because I knew he could win any death match. So I'm still in good relationship with Christian somehow. I just gained trust with Ferg working through this challenge, even though he keeps saying that I'm not his biggest ally, which I agree. But I feel sort of in a good position, but I feel like I'm just gonna be sent to death matches very soon. So, and I feel like it's gonna have to go be against Christian or Meredith, both of which can beat me. So, let's go.
Hello Top 5. This next challenge is called Expression Auction. In Expression Auction, we are going to auction off number tiles and sign tiles, and the first person to purchase the numbers and signs that add up to 10 will win the challenge. Everyone will receive cards numbered 1 through 10. These will be what you bid with. 24 sets of numbers and signs will be auctioned off throughout the entire challenge. Everything is preset and you will know exactly what's being auctioned off from the start. Players who wish to bid on one of the tiles must make their intentions known within 5 seconds. It's a very fast-moving auction. When someone bids on an item, they must raise the number that they want to bid with, like say for example a 4, and say, I would like to bid with my 4, place it in front of them. And once that they do that, the other players will have another 5 seconds to counter bid. If someone raises the bid, then the process continues with another 5 seconds, and if the 5 seconds run out, then whoever is the current holder of the bid receives the prize. Whenever you bid using one of your cards at all, that card is gone. Say for example, I use my 2 card to bid, and then someone raises it to 4, then I still lose my 2 card. It's gone. Also, if someone bids the same number as you, then no one gets the prize. So for example, if I use my 5 to bid and try to get a number, and someone else doesn't want me to get that number, they can also bid 5, and then the bids tie, and no one wins. Once that someone ties a bid, the auction for that item is over. So basically, you can block someone from getting a number or a sign by bidding the same as they did. Using your limited cubes to bid effectively is the whole concept of this game. Everything that you purchase must be used in your equation, and also every number must be followed by a sign. For example, if you buy a 1 and a 6, you can't put them together to make 16. The player who obtains the value of 10 first is the winner of the main match. The game ends once that someone reaches 10. Players who fail to make an expression by the end of the challenge will automatically be in last place. If every player completes an equation by the end of the game, then the person furthest away from 10 will be the loser. If no players score 10, then the person who is closest to 10 will be the winner. If 2 numbers are equidistant from 10, then the one with the greater value wins. The winner will receive an amount of garnets equal to the value of their equation with a maximum of 20. Now we are going to put the schedule for the auction on the screen. Keep in mind that after the 6th, 12th, and 18th rounds, we will have a bit of a break so that you can strategize and try to formulate more plans.
This is the schedule for the auctions. Notice that there are single numbers at the start of the game and one last 10 at the end of the game. Notice that there are also some auctions for a number and an expression. These are 2 separate tiles and can be used apart from each other.
If this was just a standard auction and like they didn't take your money every time you said anything.
There's gonna be several rounds to go to.
Dude, there's gonna be a round where all of us lose a lot. I guarantee it.
And it's gonna happen really soon.
Yes.
I think.
In the first 6, absolutely.
Yeah.
There's gonna be a round.
I mean, the best thing we could do, the best and worst thing we could do is like agree on who's gonna bid on what.
I don't want to do that.
Exactly, because then someone is bound to get it first.
I mean, we can't all win.
Right.
One of us is gonna lose. Sorry, guys.
But you're real. 11 is. It's not losing, but it's. I mean, it's not winning, but it's not losing.
At least
You have to get 5 plus 6. You have to get a plus.
Yeah. No, I know. I just think you're forgetting it's just the closest to 10. You know.
I don't think he's getting that far. So Thomas, with the special auction, that's the one.
With Meredith.
Oh, Meredith. You just showed me. Sorry. You bet garnets on that one, right?
Again, I know what I've read about the show, that it is an 11 cube that you can bid on with garnets, and then it can't be beaten in auction.
But if I don't know if it's getting that far,
That is
because there's a possibility someone gets like. That's why the 3 and the 4 really good. Because if you had like a 3 with a 7, that ends
Here's the
game.
thing though, is that like we can cancel out like their their bidding for it.
Yeah.
Yeah, the same person
Making sure
has to
that they
get all
don't
3
get
of those
it.
things.
You know, like exactly.
Everyone's gonna want the plus sign.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So.
And like 2 times 5 is also really easy.
Yep.
Yeah. And we know who has what. So like if like someone has a 2 and a 5 and we get to the multiplying, someone's gonna put all of their money down just so that person doesn't get it.
Yeah.
Because if they put a 10 down and we tie them, then that's it.
Yep.
My plan is just to have a complete equation and help you out to get to 10.
Yeah. This is just so hard. I'm also gonna try to focus on getting a complete equation. If it can equal 10, that'd be slow. But I'm not counting on that.
Yeah.
I think getting a complete that's like relatively close is important.
Yeah.
And I don't know how to do that. I don't know what's the best strategy of like numbers to pick because all of the numbers in the first set are going to be important. You can use any of them. It also depends how far it does get before 10. And
Exactly.
we don't know.
Yep.
We'll just have to stop people from letting it end.
All right, so we are going to be doing 6 different auctions right now. Like, can you move that? And we're gonna begin. Round 1, a 1 tile.
I'll take 1.
So Ferg bids 1. Start another timer.
Time.
Okay.
I burned. That one.
Ferg gets 1. Next round, 2.
1. Count that as my 1.
You said it first. Okay, so Christian bids 1.
But you see what it is, where is it?
Yes.
Oh,
Okay.
sorry.
So Joseph bids a 6.
Time.
Right, Joseph bids a 2.
I'll start the timer once Taylor says what the card is in case you can't see it.
Next round, a 3.
I'll bid 3.
Eric bids a 3. 4. Okay, Christian bids a 4.
I'll bid 5.
5 for Meredith.
Time.
Alright, there you go, Meredith. Next round, 4.
2.
7.
7 to Joseph. Okay, Joseph gets a 7. Whatever. 4. Round 5, a 5.
5.
Time.
Alright, Joseph gets a 5. And for the final auction of this round, 6.
4. 5.
Time.
Right, Christian gets it for 5. And that is the end of this portion. I'll give you some time to go talk.
You got 2, 4, and 5.
Yeah, no, I don't know why.
I didn't get that.
So I have to get one of these because the rest of these are sign and number.
Yep.
Sauce, that's what you need.
Because I don't think it'll get this far.
Yeah.
We're already kind of out.
In order to have a complete equation, you need to have one more number than you do expressions. Because Thomas does not have an individual number yet, he needs to get one soon if he wants to have a chance at staying safe. Joseph has the opposite problem. He has 3 individual numbers right now and needs to get 2 individual expressions if he wants to have something completable.
I have a 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
You don't have a 2?
I do.
Okay, Thomas.
I have my ace, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I don't have any tiles.
Meredith.
Ace, 2, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and I have 3.
Ace, 2, 3, 4, 8, 9, 10. Oh, and I have 2, a 4, and a 5.
I've got 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And I have got a 1.
Alright. So it's time for round 7. The auction begins, and I am auctioning off a plus sign.
10.
Christian bids a 10.
Time.
Alright. Christian gets a 10.
Plus.
A plus. Alright, next I'm going to be auctioning off a multiplication sign.
10.
A 10.
Time.
Alright. Joseph gets the multiplication sign. Next up, a minus sign.
Time.
Alright, it goes unpurchased. Next up, I have a division sign.
9.
9. Alright, the ties and no one gets it. Round 11, a 6.
9.
9 for Christian, 10 for Thomas.
10.
Alright, the ties, no one gets it. Next up, round 12, a 7.
8.
9.
I don't have a number. Okay.
Can I undo it?
No.
Time.
I automatically lose.
And Christian gets it. So that is the end of that round of auctions. Get ready for the next one.
Our cards transferable.
No. Thomas's only hope of completing an expression is waiting for round 24 when the 10 is auctioned. Joseph is in a similar position. He has to wait to round 23 to get the plus sign to complete an expression of his own.
So, bottom line, I'm playing for me now. It's top 5. I know I'm not allied with Thomas, but if I have a chance to win, I'm gonna win. I'm sorry, Thomas. I'm going for me. I'm playing for me. I have gotten screwed over in my last 2 games. I'm making the most out of this. I have won 4 death matches. I'm working my ass off. I'm not letting one little alliance, one little loyalty get ahead of me in the genius. I'm winning this game. I don't care if you win this game. I don't care if you lose this round, honestly, because I feel like moving forward, I can get Joe and I can have Meredith, hopefully, but I would prefer you stay, but I'm looking out for me first. I'm sorry.
I'm not sure what round 13 is, but I need it.
Berg, you didn't get anything this round, huh?
I did not. Oh, round 13 in itself is the IC. Okay.
Yeah,
Cool.
special option.
Gotcha.
So we're going to go through and reveal which cards everyone has and which titles everyone has.
I have a 6 plus 7, and I have bidding 7 and 8.
I don't have any tiles, and I have ace, 3, 5, 6, 7.
Okay, Meredith?
The cards I have are ace, 2, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And I have a 3.
8, 2, 3, 4, 8. And my tiles are 2, 5, and 4. Any more questions?
I've got 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And I have got 1.
So we are going to move on to round 13. This one's going to work a bit differently. It's a special auction. You will be able to bid with your garnets. Okay? And up for grabs is a king card. This is an unbeatable card. At any point, you can play this and you automatically get tied. Would anyone like to bid?
I'll bid a garden.
2.
I'll bid 3.
I'll go all the way 5. Alright, Thomas bids 5. Set the timer.
And time.
Alright, that's time. Thomas, you get the king card. Alright. So we're going to continue, and you bid 5, right, Thomas? Yes. So Thomas is down to 0 cards. Alright, the next round, round 14. Up for grabs. 1 times. Okay. Thomas gets it. Next up, we have 2 times.
Time.
No one gets it. 3 plus.
7.
7 for Christian.
Time.
Alright. Christian gets it. 4 plus.
1.
1 for Joseph.
Time.
Alright. There you go. And for the last round of this cycle, 8 plus.
10. No one stop.
Can anyone stop her?
No one can.
No one can stop her.
Just like in general.
Well, Kurt could have added cards.
How do y'all feel?
Well,
If you win,
even number.
because I think now Joseph has an equation.
And I,
He does not.
He does not?
Well, you have 1 operation.
I can't win unless I get 10. I can't even get an expression.
You don't have an expression right now?
I can't.
Okay,
Same here.
okay.
Like unless I get the 10.
Joseph and Thomas are screwed. And you have to pick one of them as the death match, which I assume is Thomas. And then that's not good, but you get to give immunity as well. Which, like, I assume you would give to Joseph. And I don't like the idea of, like, holding immunity hostage, or, like, holding your win hostage with my 9. But, like, that's kind of the situation I'm in.
Yeah, that's a strong move.
Yeah, it's kind of...
Is that what you're gonna do?
I don't know. I
Do you
want to
think
talk
Thomas?
about it.
Do you think Thomas would take you and pull you into the deathmatch?
It depends on what his options are.
I don't think he would pull you in because I think he doesn't think he could beat you.
Between me and Christian, I don't know if there's a difference in that.
Yeah, the difference is a stronger chance at winning.
Christian and me?
What's up? I'm willing to talk.
If you would go to the deathmatch, who would you pull in?
It depends, like, who's safe.
I don't know. Say Joseph is safe.
When you win,
Yeah.
and between
Yeah.
Meredith and Christian,
Yeah.
I'd probably have to be Meredith, because Christian has given me immunity several times.
Gotcha. Say Meredith is safe. Once again, by
And
Joseph.
she saves Joseph, then I would bring
No. He
Oh,
wins and saves me.
Yeah.
If you win and say it, then I would bring Joseph.
And not Christian.
Christian, like, if Christian several times could have brought me to the death match and didn't.
And I don't know.
I'm not bringing Christian.
She has her equation equals 11. Right? I'm pretty sure she does. I'm pretty sure she just got 8 plus 3. She has 8 plus 3, so she has 11. They're gonna tell her right now that if they just cancel me, if she just cancels me, then she wins, but she does. Unless I get this 10 plus.
If I get the 6 minus, the game's over.
Yeah.
So, but Fur can end the game on the 10.
Right. And I can stop both of you from doing either of those things.
Yes. So it's your decision.
Yeah, right now I'm in charge of this game.
Yeah.
Which is cool. And Joseph can complete an expression with the plus sign. He just needs one more sign, I think. And then, what numbers do you have right now?
I have 1 time, so I can only do the 10.
And then
if
you
I
would
won.
instantly win.
Yeah. The only way I can complete an expression is to get the 10, and I would also win.
Right. So, pretty much balls in my court,
Yeah.
which is fun. Love that. Big choices.
But if you let Ferg win, Thomas doesn't have an expression, Joe doesn't have an expression.
Right.
Ferg would
Ferg
pick
would choose me to
him
go.
to go to the deathmatch.
Right. Which is a problem. Yeah. And like, I'm just trying to figure out like what is best for me, and that was the first situation I saw.
I would not bring you to the deathmatch. Like, I would bring Joseph over you.
Yeah, but
You know.
but the situation will be such that if you are going to the death match, it's either Joseph or I is immune. So if Joseph is immune, then apparently you're choosing me over Christian.
Yeah.
Which I know why. I understand that, but I won't let that happen.
Exactly.
So if I'm immune, then you have to pick Joseph. Which is like not an ideal situation going forward. But it's a possible one. And I see the sheet. I just want to look at what I can do.
Ferg wins, I win, Thomas wins.
Yeah. Joseph has an equation at the plus.
Joseph does have an equation at the plus.
So like, and I
But
don't get
if it
the
gets
house
that wrong, gets that long, Thomas can win in the last round.
Yeah.
Yeah. And if you're immune, if you win, you would have to give me immunity
That's
because
fine.
I would have given you the match.
I will give you the immunity.
Yeah, and then we would be going based on our numbers who would lose.
Well, if you do that, Joseph is automatically picked for the death match unless he gets the plus.
Right.
If Thomas wins.
Which I'm not sure what cards he has left and who can stop him from doing that.
You're the only one.
Wait, no.
So you're deciding either I win, Ferg wins, or Thomas wins.
Yeah. But I'm just trying to think through each of those situations.
I know, like, Christian and I are a pair, but I've also been very loyal to you,
You
this
have.
whole game.
You both have been very good
Especially
to
more
me
than
this
them
game.
two.
Right, I know.
Except for me to you round 1 and 2.
Yeah. You were a little sketchy at the beginning, but I warned you what would happen if you continued to do so, and we built trust. That's how the game works. You guys have both been great to me this entire game.
Yeah, but it is the point of the game to make the decision like now, you know?
Right.
So
It's
I
like-
completely understand either way.
The best move for me might be to get one of you out,
Yeah.
because you
I
guys have
completely
made a
get-
lot of
I
promises to
completely
each other
understand
that I don't have
Exactly.
from either of you.
Yeah.
I want either Ferg to win at 10 divided by, me to win at 6 minus. I do not want this to happen. The 10 cannot happen. I do not want Thomas to win. Because if he wins, he's saving Meredith. Ferg is going to the death match. Joe or Ferg are going to the death match, and I'm pretty sure they would bring me. I'm tired of going to death matches. Honestly.
And to me, what is looking like the best scenario is everyone completing an equation. So there's no automatic loser.
How could that happen?
This happens through
And who win? You win when that happens.
I do not know.
Who wins?
Thomas does.
How? What does he get?
Okay, walk through it. Round 19, you will have to take the 9 divided by. Your score will be 9. And then no one can take the 10 divided by. I'll stop you if you try. I stopped Christian from getting the 6 minus because then he would have 10. I don't think anyone wants the 7 minus, so if someone wants it, they can take it, but it doesn't benefit anyone besides maybe Joseph.
So really, we both win.
No, we do not. Joseph can take the plus to even out his equation and have a full one.
Yeah.
And then if Thomas takes the 10, he has 1 times.
He has 1 time.
So he will win with
So
10.
he wins. You can't trust Thomas to be in charge. That's the thing.
Why
Thomas
not?
is going to do whatever Thomas wants to do.
I've trusted him all game and it hasn't backfired. He will make me immune.
Meredith, I think I have a way that you can win.
I can win,
Yes.
and you can get a real equation?
So if you literally block everyone from getting an equation, then I'm pretty sure we're all like not in an equation. Like we won't have anything.
Christian has an equation, doesn't he? Yeah, he's got 16 right now.
I have just 6 plus.
He has 6 plus 7
Yeah.
Gotcha.
plus
He has
something else. 6 plus 7 plus 3.
He's an equation.
Is that closer to 10 than yours? You
No.
have
I have 11.
If
But
you
that would
block
be
his
safe.
though, if you block his, then it'll be me, Ferg, and
Joseph.
Joseph, all without an equation if you block one as well.
That is
Can I
correct.
ask what your trading card, your bid cards are right now?
I just have 1, 3, 5, 6, 7.
I'm only missing 3 and 5 and 10. I think I like the version best where you win as long as I can trust you to give me immunity.
Of course.
I-
Of course.
I do. For whereas I can't, but
Yeah.
I think like with something this big,
Yeah.
if you would dare betray me,
Yeah.
it would not go well for you.
Oh.
I know you know that.
Oh, I absolutely know that.
It's like in that situation, if Joe is the loser, I think either he or Christian would end up the losers.
I think the death match is the same regardless. I think Christian will bring Joe, and Joe will bring Christian to the death match.
I agree. I don't think that changes anything, and I'm fine with either of them going home.
Because I'll block Thomas here. I don't know. I just don't trust him to be in charge.
Okay. I trust him to give me immunity.
But I don't.
Okay.
So.
And
And you're immune here if I win as
Right.
well.
And I'm not looking to make a fight with you. So I'm
Good.
very willing to compromise.
Can we do that?
I'm still gonna. I want to.
Yeah, play through.
Because if Thomas wins, he gives me immunity. In theory, everyone can have an equation. The worst one comes down to either Christian or Joe. And I'm pretty sure Joe chooses Christian. But Christian having to choose between you and Joe, I don't know, probably Joseph? I'm really
Yeah,
not
there's
sure.
no telling.
Yeah, so that puts you in too much danger. Because I'm not sure which one of them it would be. So we would have to like do the math before I would make that decision to make sure that it would be Joseph who chooses Christian. But that's still a thing. I don't know, anyone in danger besides Christian. He's the only person I'm like really willing to send home at this point because like you and Joseph are fine by me.
Yeah.
And Thomas has been my ally this whole time.
Yeah.
So if you get 9 and we're tied,
Yeah.
no one wants the 10 divided by. We stop Christian from getting the 6 minus because he has hardly any cards left.
Yep.
He's too aggressive as a player and he always runs out of options by the end of the game.
Yep.
So if things go longer than he expected,
So we stop him
should
there,
have a lot. Yeah.
and then we stop Thomas at 10.
Yeah, anyone can have the 7 minus if they want it, but it will only really help Joseph to get his score lower
Yeah.
if it matters to him.
Yeah.
And then he can have the plus to even out his equation just so he has one.
Yeah.
And then Thomas can't get the 10, but then he doesn't have an equation. Okay.
Does Thomas go straight to the bottom then?
Yeah, Thomas automatically loses if we don't let him have that 10 and win.
He loses or he wins. Yeah.
Yeah, that's kind of the decision here.
She's leaning towards giving me the win. I have to give her immunity.
See, no, but if you do that, you save her, and they're bringing me. That. I'm telling you right now. That's why I don't want you to win, because you'd save her. Honestly, she tells me like if she lets me win, I'm gonna promise her that I'm gonna bring her, but I still want to bring you.
That feels incredibly icky.
Well, the thing is, like, I just don't want to go to the deathmatch. I'm tired. I've gone to 2 this morning.
Yeah.
And I'm going to the deathmatch if you win. I think. Because Joe. Well, does Ferg have an expression?
No.
Ferg would not have an expression there. Joe would also not have an expression. So y'all pick one of the two, and they would. I'm pretty sure both of them would pick me. Can you see why I don't want you to win?
You don't think Ferg will bring Joe?
Ferg's scared of me.
You've won. I would literally say I've won 5 death matches.
Yes.
Like, that's a huge threat. You know.
I've won 5.
You've literally won 4. Like you've played most of the death matches.
Yes.
And they are being recycled.
Yes. Okay.
I don't know why my gut is saying that it's probably set again, and so like, if I would be going to the death match, like maybe it can happen again, but.
I'm telling you right now, I'm bringing Ferg.
Yeah.
If I'm the one chose, or
I think you can beat Ferg.
Yeah, that's
truthfully, like,
I
honestly think that you can win every single death match ever against any of us.
Yes.
You can. You are going to win this game because you can beat everybody in every death match.
I have a chance.
Yeah, I mean that's extremely hard, but I think it's totally doable by you.
Yeah. Can you see why?
No, I get it. I just think for Meredith's perspective, that's the most fair. You know?
To let you win?
Yes. Because this isn't my decision. This is Meredith's decision.
I feel like I go to the deathmatch if Thomas wins.
Okay.
And I honestly, I mean, it's logically, I would rather not go to the deathmatch.
Right. But why should I save you over Thomas when you are the one who is less trustworthy?
I mean, I can give you garnets.
You can, but I
That's all I
don't
can
care
do.
about them.
Same.
Yeah, so I think in the situation where Thomas wins and everyone has an equation, that to me is the fairest because it comes down to the math that you did and how close you were. And like how well you strategized at this game. So it comes down to I think either you or Joseph who has furthest from 10. And yeah, I need to just check in with Joseph real quick.
So
and
then-
done.
Can you let me get this, and then you can make your own decision here?
Yeah.
Because that's where the game goes.
Yeah, you absolutely have the 9 divided.
Thank you.
Okay, so Christian, reveal what you have. Okay.
I have an 8, and I have a 6 plus 7 plus 3.
I have 1 times and then ace, 3, 5, 6, 7.
I have 3 plus 8, and my cards are ace, 2, 4, 6, 7, 8, and 9.
I have 2, 5, 4, 4, and multiply and add.
Okay. And what cards do you have?
Sorry.
Yeah, you're fine.
2, 3, 4, 8.
And Ferg.
I have got a 1. And I've got 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Jeez.
Okay, here we go. Next option. 9 divided by.
9.
Time.
Right? It's Ferg's. 10 divided by.
Time.
No one gets it. Next. 6 minus.
9. Never mind, 8.
No.
Okay, then 9 is fine.
Because Meredith mistakenly didn't match Christian, she gets more numbers and moves away from her score of 11.
7 minus.
2, 4,
7.
Time.
That's it. Next up. Plus.
3,
Time.
Okay, fix it. And last 10.
7.
And it ties and no one gets it. Alright, so that is the end of the game. Let's see what everyone has. Put together your expression and then we'll reveal everyone's final expression. Okay, it's time to reveal the results of the expression auction. Start off with Christian. 6 plus 7 plus 3, I believe that's 16. Alright, so Christian has a score of 16. Thomas did not complete an equation and has lost the challenge. Meredith, 7 plus 8, 15 minus 6, 9 minus 3, 6. Am I correct? Simple math.
Something like
Anyone?
that.
Yes.
Okay, so it's 6 for Meredith. Joseph,
2 times 4 plus 4 plus 5.
alright, so he has
17.
8 plus 4, 12 plus 5, 17. Okay, and Ferg has 9 divided by 1, so Ferg got 9, and I believe that is the closest to 10.
Yes.
Anybody? Okay, so Ferg wins the main match. Thomas is the sole loser. So Ferg, who are you giving immunity to?
I'm gonna give it to Joe.
Alright, so Joseph has immunity. So Thomas, you must choose between Meredith and Christian.
Try to give you the win.
It sucks because I feel like they played you because they know that I can't bring Christian.
You can. You totally can.
You can bring Christian.
There's no
I
reason.
can't beat him.
Yes, you can. If you can beat me, you can beat him.
With that thought, you can't win the game at all. You're playing for second place. Be at some point when I choose right now.
The final is 3 death matches. If you can't beat him now, you can't win. And you can trust me more than him, and you know that.
I would literally be backstabbing him, like, because he hasn't He has never brought me to a death match. He's granted me immunity several times.
But since when is backstabbing anyone new to you?
Besides the first round, I feel like backstabbing would be new to me for this game. So I have to be honest to Christian. I have to bring Meredith.
Okay.
Okay, Meredith and Thomas will face off in the death match.
I'm going.
Turns out, Andrew wins, gives me immunity. I'm just chilling here on my couch, drinking my coffee that I didn't have actually, but I did have some. But eating my etouffee. See, I just won. I just got immunity. Not just did I not lose. Someone likes me enough to give me immunity. Here's the best case scenario, Mario game. Best case scenario is that Thomas loses this. Here's why. Because if Thomas loses this game, that leaves Christian with no one but me. Andrew has no one but me. Meredith is not like Christian, obviously, and somewhat working with Andrew. I would literally be in the best spot to win. That's not even counting the fact people are scared to take me to the death match. I'm not saying that I'm humble brag. I don't know what it is. They're scared to take me. I don't know what it is. How did that happen?
Well, Meredith messed up on her thing, right? So we weren't tied anymore. I was in front of her. So I realized I would have won outright. Then Thomas went to buy that thing, and I realized that I could cancel it, which I didn't think about it before. So in the spur of the moment, I just said, you know what? No, I'm going to take the thing by myself. So I canceled it. So Christian also.
So they thought you were going to let him get an expression, but you didn't let him.
Well, she was going to make that decision.
So
whether
Thomas or Meredith comes back, it's just one person that you kind of pissed off.
Yeah, that's the thing. So
if it is Meredith comes back,
Meredith's going to come back and she's going to be pissed. She is. It'll probably be at both of us. Because I think I kind of played her.
Yeah. So, moving forward, it's me.
I really didn't mean to, but I did.
Moving forward, it's me, you, Christian.
Yeah.
And
Meredith.
Probably Meredith. Could be Thomas. I mean, this game really. If Thomas said it before, that experience matters a lot.
Yeah. Meredith's good at sight puzzles though, but I don't know that that's so much sight as opposed to mental construction. So I don't really know.
You did think two moves ahead, kind of thing.
Yep.
And she already told me that she's not good at that.
You can beat her. She's going to beat me. It's spotted.
I'm sorry about that.
Single death. It doesn't mean that you have the experience that he does
Do you know
under
what
that
practice
pressure.
means?
Yes, but I'm not going. It's not saying
That's what
anything
practice
against.
means. It means I do have experience.
It does
or something.
under that pressure.
You think I would crack under pressure?
I think there's a chance.
There's always a chance.
There's always
a
a
chance
chance.
he will too.
Yeah.
There's
But
a
he's
chance
gone
you
to-
could have every time.
Yes.
And there's a chance you will later.
Yes, there is.
I can stick on. I have no problem with that.
So you have a problem with me giving him some advice, some
No, I don't. I don't have a problem
motivation?
with you giving him advice. I don't
Okay,
have a problem.
But you do come storming at me when I do try to give him motivation.
I'm just defending myself.
Okay.
I'm just excited.
I wasn't attacking.
I know. I know you weren't attacking me.
Okay.
I was just correcting you. I was just correcting you. You were saying I don't have experience,
Makes
but
no sense. Why would you?
because I've got a lot of adrenaline.
Alright, hey y'all, it is time for us to teach you how to play the Deathmatch Monorail. So you start off with 2 train tracks on the other side of the table. And then you have 16 tiles over here. The tiles are double-sided. Please take note of that. See that. You have to take turns placing down tiles to try to complete the track. The player who completes the track wins the game. Here's how it works. There are a few rules about how you can place the tracks. First, you can place it on either side of your choice. And you can connect it to the track that's already present. Or you could just do this, like this would still be legal, even though it's not connecting. You see that? You can place 1, 2, or 3 tiles at a time. But when you place a tile, they have to be in a straight line. So I can do this, 1, 2, 3, and that would be legal. I cannot do this. 1, 2, 3. See the curve? That's not okay. So you can place 1, 2, or 3 at a time, and you have to place them in a straight line when you do. Whenever you place it, once again, it does not have to continue the track. This is legal, and this is legal. In fact, even this is legal if it's not, even though it's not possible. But that leads me to the final rule. If you reach a point where with the remaining tiles you cannot complete the track and it is your turn, you can say impossible. Whenever you say impossible, your opponent gets the chance to use the remaining tiles to try to complete the track, and if they succeed, then the person who called impossible loses. If they are unable to complete the track, then they lose. Alright, so Brody and I are going to play a quick practice game. It's just for fun.
You can go first.
You can go first since you did really well on the first season.
Okay.
And I will not specify how well.
Interesting.
Let's finish it out. Wasn't that fun? I love playing games without any stakes, just for fun. So in that situation, Brody would have won. Keep in mind that this was done in a vacuum and really quickly.
The camera person lets us imagine what Meredith does here.
She can move. And Thomas completes the track and wins the deathmatch. I'm sorry, Meredith, you have been eliminated.
The 9th round of the Genius ends with Meredith's elimination. She was set up to win this challenge, but ultimately her confidence caused her to make a fatal error and she was eliminated. Until next time.